good, man. We're good. Technical side, we got this. You know what I noticed?
What's that?
You hot.
Match as yours.
So what? Did we have a little chat before? Was it a costume?
Nah, it's not. I don't know what it is, fam.
Is that what we're doing now? Is it? we making sure that we match clothing and that. That's the levels we got to. As I said before,
our minds are in sync still.
Repping, yeah, repping the
Proudly.
colours because we're going for a bad stage right now.
Rain or shine, yeah.
Everyone, you'll never walk alone. Never walk alone. Okay, but yeah, no, that's mad. We're matching still.
That's how it go.
Gets like that sometimes.
Yeah, it does, isn't it? It does.
Episode 5, Broken Generation. We're back again. I feel like you should do your intro. Do you not need an intro for this show? Because you got an intro for your other show.
Nah, but you do the intro for this show, innit? That's how I set pace for that show, innit?
Okay.
You set pace for this one, innit?
Yeah,
It's
but
calm.
you got like a written intro. I just, whatever
That's
comes
not
to my
written,
mind.
you know. That's not written, you know.
What, you say it every single time?
Yeah, the first time I said it, I just remembered it, innit?
Oh, and you just...
I just banged
and
it
I'm sure
forever.
you add a few more kings to it every time.
Facts.
Like, it started off with like 1 or 2.
Facts.
Now you're on about 15.
It remixes every time.
If you don't know what we're talking about, check out the Two Black Minds. You can find the links somewhere on our Instagram page.
Yeah.
Make sure you check that out. But back to
Appreciate
this
it.
Broken Generation.
We're there, man. We're back. Energy.
Need that energy, man.
Yeah.
Obviously, when people see this, they don't know when we recorded it. It's like Sunday morning. Just hit 10 o'clock a.m.
Yeah.
Like, it's early right now. Have a late night?
I was up late still.
Oh, yeah? Doing what?
Just working at it.
DMs?
Researching. Nah.
Oh,
This
okay.
guy, what you trying to do me out
No,
every
I don't know.
episode?
I'm wondering.
Don't talk
innit?
about that.
wondering. I'm just not...
Man's on YouTube doing some research, innit? I was on Skillshare. You heard of Skillshare?
No.
All right, Skillshare for anyone like that. See, the kind of I'm just dropping knowledge
drop
for the people. Yeah,
man. Free as well.
Skillshare is it's a website where you can just download bare content, like courses on Bitcoin at the moment, crypto, investing, finances, graphics design, literally anything.
I was gonna say just finance, but it's everything.
No, it's anything and everything. Graphics design,
All right,
videography,
we'll
all that stuff.
We'll put a link in the YouTube.
Yeah. So it's a freeness. So I got like a month free.
Okay.
So I'm just literally just trying to learn everything I can on that club, and then delete it before payment. Man. That's
what everyone does. Download them video streaming platforms.
Yeah.
Loads of them out there. Not gonna promote any because none of them pay us.
Facts.
But you get that first month.
Yeah. Do you know what? I did that for Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And I forgot it. I
Yeah,
forgot
me
all about
too.
it. And I'm still in it. So
And me too.
all right,
You know
like,
what?
Calm, let's keep
I did
on.
it for football. So football just started on Amazon Prime like last
Yeah.
season. I said, yeah, I'll watch the first 3 games, delete it.
Yeah.
That was last season. I'm still paying now. And ordering everything off Amazon because it comes next day.
Yeah.
Like I actually need it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's not even like I'm in a rush. But because it comes the next day.
Yeah.
Anyway, we move on. We have to talk every day, every episode. We check in COVID.
Updates on it.
Where are you at with COVID right now? Where are you at with Corona? Where are you at with restrictions and lockdown?
I'm just happy in it.
Yeah?
Like I said, man, I'm just happy. Rain or shine in it, it don't matter to me now.
Oh,
I'm used to it. Do you know what? I'm so
Christ.
used to it. It's like, whatever in it. Whatever in it, I don't care.
We're coming up to our COVID-versary.
Yeah.
Like, when is it?
Powers.
First or second week in March? Mm-hmm. A whole year. A year. But I feel like now it's done with. Like, the first time, everything was locked off. There was no people around.
Yeah.
Like, everyone kept their meters. Now, like, I was in the shop yesterday, and people are just back to going in front of each other, squeezing through the little gap with their trolleys.
Yeah, facts.
Like, I remember when it first happened, people were literally
Avoiding
2
you.
meters
Yeah.
apart.
Do you know what? Now there's still a few people that still doing that still.
Yeah,
Like,
you see like people
walking
will
on road
stop.
and they stop and they just be like,
Yeah.
let you pass.
Even with masks on though.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what the possibility of you being able to catch anything with a mask on.
Well, you can.
What if you're like a decent distance apart?
Depends on the quality of the mask, isn't it?
Yeah, but even if you're but that plus the distance.
Yeah.
And people ain't talking, they're just normally walking. So unless you can breathe
Unless
on
you're gonna
them-
sneeze.
Yeah,
Unless you're gonna sneeze, cough, or them things there. Yeah, I guess so.
So
It's whatever, innit? What about you? How you feeling about it?
oh, it's getting long, man.
Yeah.
Like
What's long about it though?
just everything.
Like,
Like, I need to get to the gym. Like football.
Yeah, gym, obviously,
I need to get to the gym.
Yeah.
Like just go out and be around. Like to be honest, the most things I'm missing is the
Interaction.
activity.
Okay.
Nah, the activity side. Because I'm at
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
I've been at work. So it's like going gym, playing football.
Yeah.
Like, them kind of things is the most things I'm missing. I'm putting on bare weight and I'm not stopping eating because until I can get active.
Man, for enjoy life, innit?
Man, for enjoy life, you know. And I think my company's starting to roll like the jabs as well.
Oh, yeah?
I think it's coming. I think it's going to go
with
from...
that forced life, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's going to go from, you know, as and when you feel ready to required to necessary to
must have,
must. I think it's going to go from that very quick within the next couple of months.
I don't know how people stand, but everyone's just going with it, innit? So it doesn't really matter.
No, but I feel like you don't have nothing legally.
You don't have no standing?
I feel like you don't, because it's down to probably your own company's policies and procedures.
Yeah.
So if they change their policies and it says that
and it don't fall into the categories like the what's it, equality, diversity, qualities, whatever it's called.
Of taking
black, race, sex, gender, those.
Equality and diversity.
Yeah. So they can't discriminate against you against those because it's not part of those protected characteristics. And tutus, if you haven't been in the company for over 2 years, you have no rights. So people could just dismiss you. Yeah. Man, I'm like you.
I've been there for a minute. I'm last. If we do it by the duration you've been at the company, I'm a step before the directors.
Okay. So you've been there from morning, from inception. So
I think probably the first year and a bit of start of the company.
Okay, so you're calm, innit?
There we go. So hopefully that's how it goes, but we don't know. We don't know. Swiftly moving on.
Yeah, man.
How's your week been, though? How's things been?
Week's
How was
calm.
Valentine's in the end?
That's why the kids.
Yeah.
I took the just me and my kids picture. I didn't post it.
Oh, you didn't post it?
I didn't post it. No.
Did you not post it because of the conversation we had, or was you?
Yes, facts. No, because I forgot about the convo, so I was just like, "Oh, the kids are around." I'm like, "Yeah, kids come here, take a picture, snap." And I was like, "Yeah." Oh yeah, snap.
I'm that guy. I'm that person. No, but you should always post your kids, man. If that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
But no, and there wasn't no after slides, because obviously we put that Valentine's part out Valentine's Day.
Yeah, facts.
So there weren't even...
Shout out for the editing and the posting.
Quick thing. So there weren't like nothing after that.
Nah.
No one didn't feel sorry for you and...
No one cares about me, cuz.
Oh, jeez. I got a few you guys are hilarious.
Oh, yeah?
Laugh out loud. Obviously, my DMs are open like that. So if they did slide, I would just slide them over to you.
You didn't slide nothing over, fam?
Yeah, I said if they did. Snap. But they don't.
They're not interested, yeah?
No. It's done. It's done for me out here. But okay. Swiftly moving on.
Cool, your week. What go on?
No, it's just heartbreak with football again.
Yeah.
But it's just... I don't know, man. Something's gone wrong. You know what I think happened, yeah? I reckon last year, the Liverpool team sold their soul to the devil, yeah?
Wow.
And now it's Pierre Juju was facing.
Wow.
Because it's the same, other than a few different players, it's the same man that's on the pitch.
Yeah.
But it's just not happening. So, yeah, it's a Juju thing. It has to be. There's no other logical explanation.
Yeah. So when someone's literally biting off chicken heads.
There must be. There's someone out there. The owners, the players, I don't know who it is.
I saw it go, man.
No, that's not Sayat go.
I saw it go, man. You guys, we've had, how can I say it? Liverpool's been talking hard, the fans, for a number of years, isn't it? You had
like
last year. Last year was like...
Yeah.
So now I don't know what you guys are saying now, innit? What you guys saying now, innit?
I'm happy.
You're happy, all right?
Yeah, man, I'm happy. We'll keep it moving. I just said, it takes me to a dark place. But I'm happy. So we keep it moving on that. Gonna get into topic number one.
All right.
Serious discussion.
Yeah.
Always is a serious
discussion. It's quite deep, this one, isn't it?
And it's something I've noticed. And you know what? By saying this, I could be completely wrong.
Yeah.
Because I haven't actually researched.
Okay.
But, we don't need to research. We just have a discussion. And someone might come and tell us different.
Calm.
So, the topic I wanted to talk about is something I completely forgot.
You haven't?
I have.
You haven't? A success thing, innit?
Yeah, but what was the title?
You didn't have a title?
I'm sure there was a good... This brother's trying to...
Black.
Okay. So straight back in after that, now I'm reminded of the title. So, has black success hit its peak? That's the question. So, more talking about the entertainment sector.
Yeah.
So, the reason I was looking at this is because I'm seeing a lot of traction with like black producers, directors, actors. Like, there's a lot more now. There's a lot more going on.
Yeah.
But
definitely stateside.
Yeah. More. But then there's a few, obviously, actors from over here.
Yeah.
That's gone over to the States. That's doing well. The question I was saying, have we hit our peak now? Is this as good as it gets? Because we're not the people that have the studios.
Yep.
We're not the people that produce the movies, like the Warner Brothers and the Miramax and whatever else there is. Obviously, big up Tyler Perry. He's doing his thing over in America for that.
Yeah, huge.
But mostly, we're not the people that's doing, we don't own the whole process.
Yeah.
So do you think that it's time for us to own the whole process, or do you think we're at where we're going to get to for now?
Yeah, in my estimation, I reckon we're kind of hitting our peaks.
Yeah.
And it's sad to say because I'm normally the person that like bangs for this side of the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I reckon we're kind of hitting our peaks in the sense that there's not a lot of money in the UK in comparison to America.
No.
So there's not a lot of things that we can do. So if we're gonna stick our necks out and like be producers in terms of like owning studios and things of that nature and signing studios and stuff like that, it's a big leap. Do you know what I mean? I think there's a few of us that are still producing, we're still writing, we're still trying to do our thing. There's a few, like our estimation, our hitting our peak is basically begging BBC for something.
Yeah.
Begging ITV for something. Begging these other big companies so that we can be the forefront to some extent, but not really owning it. But, you know, keep it moving, it's calm.
Yeah. So do you think, like, America's been at the forefront for that? So I think they've saw that early. So like BT, a few different channels. Oprah's got a channel or a studio or something actually. There's nothing really like that over here, is there?
No, there is.
We had Channel U.
No, do you know what there is? There is like real small niche programs that you'll never remember.
Okay.
Like that's on some random 864 page, like, do you know what I mean?
What, and
but nowhere near its prominence, anywhere near BET.
What, and they're like
or even,
black-owned channels?
Black-owned, yeah. Like BET is no longer black-owned. It's owned by Viacom, I think it is. But it started off as being a black-owned company, yeah. And I think a lot of the ones in the UK definitely are black-owned, specifically more those from Africa.
Oh yeah. I've seen a few of a few of those.
Nowhere near its prominence. Like they're nowhere near like things that we know about.
But is there any UK? Are you aware of any UK? So I know they've got like the African channels.
No, they've got African. I mean, when I say African, I mean people from the African diaspora in the UK creating their own shows.
Oh, okay.
On random programs that I don't.
Yeah, no, I've seen them. I've seen them still.
You know what I mean? But then there's nowhere near their prominence. But there's money in it. To some extent, it's a long game. Yeah. That's what it is. And I don't think a lot of us have the patience to stay for the long game, to keep creating content, creating marketing plans, trying to get out there, let people see it, blah, 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 and have that continue. And there's a lot of money that needs to be spent, so I don't know if we got if we ain't got the revenue.
So do you think, like people like Idris Elba, people that are like a lot more successful, do you think it's for him now to set up something, or do you think it's for the next generation to say, right, I'm going to set up a TV studio, or I'm going to set up a publishing company and push that?
I think it would be good for him to do it, but it's not his sole dream. Like if it's not your dream to be an owner of a studio, then just be an actor in it if that's all you want to do. He is making films. He's got a number of films that he's made.
He's made documentaries and stuff as well, hasn't he?
Loads of I say loads. I know one that he's made. I know one film that he's made. Ashley Walters has done bare stuff.
Yeah.
And that cop, I haven't even seen the show. Is it Bulletproof?
Bulletproof, yeah.
They're main writers on that.
Noel Clarke with
Noel Clarke, yeah. So we do stuff, but it's just in sense of
but I'm saying
anywhere near the amount.
Like when that goes out, that's not through. That's through again a big studio, or it's probably backed by a big studio.
Yeah.
So he might be credited as the writer.
Yeah.
But I even seen an interview, I may be wrong, where he said when he sent the script out originally, it came back with loads of different edits. Like, you need to take that out, you need to take this out, you need to... which weren't a reflection of what was going on,
Yeah,
but it fit the movie criteria from someone probably in their 60s.
And you got to think about it, like the person who's gonna handle the budget, who's gonna give you the money and the finances to do it. Even I know it from like a small, tiny.
Yeah, so I was gonna go to you next.
Yeah,
if you got any experience with it.
But in terms of like, if I'm giving you the money, I want to make sure it's gonna sell. And if I think this is the way it's gonna sell, then I want to tell you to change stuff and do it my way because I want to sell it. I just think that's the difficulties that we have. But shout out to Idris. We got loads. Shout out to, is it Daniel
Kalalua?
Yes.
Kalalua, yeah.
He's doing bad things.
Idris Sampson as well. Idris Sampson.
Snowfall. Do you watch Snowfall?
That's my show. What do you mean?
That is this. Yeah, that's sick.
That's my show.
There's quite a few.
Even Bashi.
Bashi's doing this thing, yeah.
Yeah, he's over in America and he's doing this thing.
But
are there any UK female actresses?
Yes. Snap. What is her name?
And I'm thinking of someone as well, but I can't think of her.
Cut off all her hair.
Oh, yes, and she's in Black Panther. Not Black Panther.
Oh no, I wouldn't even think about her. Yeah, she her as well.
Yes.
There's bare in it. There's a few, but I just don't know their names.
Yeah. Shout out everyone anyway. Everyone that's even if you're just a small, like old type Craig Lewis. Even if you're just someone small trying to push your agenda going.
Well, let me put it this way though. Are we looking at the wrong thing? So when we deem success, what are we deeming as successful? Because there is bare people who are of black origin, but are not. They don't want their names out there.
Yeah,
of
course.
So I think we may be really doing great in terms of success for people that look like us, but they just don't want to be. You know what I mean? They just don't want their name out there.
No, that's
and there might be other fields as well. So it might just be we're thinking specifically around things that we notice, so music and media, and maybe clothing. So shout out to like people like Hoodrich Clothing, Trap Star, all that stuff. Yeah, and I'm sure there are people that look like us, but in terms of other fields, like in the fields of like medicine, in fields of like construction work and building, that there's probably people that are doing huge and amazing things that look like us, but we don't know them because they're not what we deem as successful because they're not in front of our eyes. So
but that's the next thing I was gonna say. Obviously, when I said if we hit our peak in success, it's more of a now we're visually seen.
Yeah.
Like now it's a bit more visually acceptable to see like an English actor in a big film.
Yes. Yeah.
Whereas like before, maybe, but then has there been like a big English film
with a black lead? Yeah,
like an English lead. I know like Guy Ritchie produces a few and always has like so Bugsy Malone's in the latest one, innit? And he's in the next one again. But has there been a black lead? Like I'm thinking of like the Snatches and the
not really. But it depends on what we mean by that. Because like
what was Get Out? Was that my man?
Yeah, that's Daniel. That's Jordan Peele.
Yeah, but Jordan Peele, of course it was.
American guy, yeah.
Because we was talking about the writer. And now we're both going to forget his name, innit? McQueen,
yeah. Is it Steve McQueen?
I think it is Steve McQueen.
Yes.
So, obviously he's doing his thing.
Yeah, amazing. So he did what? For those that don't know, 12 Years a Slave?
Yeah, 12 Years a Slave.
He's done quite a few things, I think. 12 Years a Slave, and is recently on BBC for, I can't remember what it's called. Those 5 short films.
Yeah, I can't think off the top of my head either, but people are out there now screaming it.
Yeah.
You know, like when you watch something,
you're like, how do you not know this? How do you not know this?
So shout him, but then even him, obviously he must have like a production company he's using. Is it his own personal?
Couldn't tell you. But another question I'd ask you is, does it matter?
Yeah, like, I think it does matter.
In terms of ownership, in terms of who's getting paid, like even if we're credited as like we've got the gifts, we've got the skills. I'm not saying that we're the only ones with gifts and skills, but we've got our own narratives that we can play out and talk about and things like that. Does it really matter that Fox, name some of the like Warner Brothers isn't owned by a black person, or we haven't got things like that? Yeah.
I think it is starting to matter.
Okay.
So I think if you're gonna push a narrative like Steve McQueen did with those series. He did obviously the Small Axe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's obviously pushing a specific narrative.
Yeah.
Straight. I do believe that maybe all of that should be based around the narrative he's pushing. So produced, distributed, should all be
by black. Yeah.
Well, either black or like a community based.
But I get what you're saying, but we don't own, like for example, BBC is a huge. So if someone was to come to you with an offer and says, look, we can give you this amount of money, you can do this amount of stuff, but it's going to be under our label or under our like backing, the likelihood, the majority of us are going to say yes because we can't. They've got a bigger reach.
Yeah, we can't do it without them. That's the question. Have we hit our peak of success? So you're saying you believe so?
Yeah, I'm saying in certain areas, I think we have. I think there's always room to grow, but I don't know if we're really going to be like, wow, look everywhere I see just amazing black artists and this, that, and the other.
They're never going to allow. Look what happens with the Sainsbury's advert.
Oh yeah,
and this advert.
The outrage.
The outrage. You just see him. And I even seen the Cadbury's advert. Obviously, it's a complete different thing. But someone wrote on the comments, "Can we just go back to having normal white people on adverts, please?" It's crazy. And that's just no. That's not even black people in there.
But I do get what he's saying. I do get that person saying because I just like there is a norm in it.
Yeah.
And that norm is we're specifically going against the grain, against the norm.
But then it might be the norm 20 years ago, but it's not the norm now.
No, it is the norm now. Still,
you think it's still the norm now?
It's still the norm now. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
When you think about the amount of people in our population, they're not all running that way.
Yeah, it's true.
That's what I mean. And the majority of them are not running that way. And the same way I think about blacks, like even if we're only like 13% of the population, everything ain't gonna have a black face on.
No, 100% no.
Do you know what I mean? I'm happy for it to have everything to have a black face on, but not everything's gonna have a black face on. And if it's only 13% of the commercials, 13% of like, I wouldn't be surprised by that.
So do you think that's the reason why we don't own a lot, because we are such a small minority?
Small minority, and we haven't got the years and years of economical growth.
Oh, okay.
So like I'm first generation Jamaican.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my parents were from Jamaica. They came here, and I was the first person born. So I don't have like my granddad born in this country who bought a house, who then died and gave that house to someone else, and economically
generational wealth and.
So we don't, and a lot of people don't have that. So therefore, we're early in this country. So therefore, I think we're going to be early in terms of our ability to grow and be of that huge standard in nature, if that makes sense.
It makes sense. You chucked in some real history.
But I would say, if we do, there is tactics and ways in which we can get to the top a lot faster.
Oh, I know what this guy's going to say. Go on,
what am I going to say? What am I going to say? No, go on. What am I going to say? What am I going to say?
I reckon it involves intercourse with a certain race.
It wasn't, no. I wasn't going to say that at all.
Go on, say what you're going to say.
Nah, it was going to be that still.
You was going to say that.
But that's life though, isn't it? That's life. The way to the top is instead of going like historically it'd be like, work good in this company, you get promoted, and you get promoted, and you get promoted. What you really need to do is just find out what pub this person goes to, yeah? Go to the pub, hey, what, go on, yeah, you alright? And then take a picture of them in like a compromising position, and
you're sick.
Quick blackmail thing. Jokes.
You know what's funny though? I saw a clip. I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been Breakfast Club, and it was a motivational speaker, and they said to him, "What is the biggest misconception black people are taught?"
Yeah.
And he said, the number one is the harder you work, the more you get.
Yeah.
He said that's the biggest lie
Yeah.
that's been told.
Yeah. It's all about who you know.
Yeah, and he was saying, obviously, the harder you work, the more you get for someone else. The first thing you should be thinking is, how do I make money for myself?
Yeah.
And like you said, like you work your way up.
Yeah.
But that might be a tactic. How do you get to the top quickly? That's how you get to the top quickly.
Shout out to the Me Too movement, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not going to try. I'm not trying to go left. You know, like you heard about in America how the women have been coming forward because of the sexual allegations that's been happening to them.
Okay. What? That's
like the Weinsteins and that stuff like that.
Yeah, I know that, but I didn't know it was called a movement.
Is it called Me Too?
You're looking at me.
I don't know what I've got out of my head.
I'm asking you to say what it is.
I swear it's called Me Too. Or something like that.
Yeah.
And where women were like being pressured, like they come to a casting couch and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, look, I'll get you in this film, but obviously you got to do a little something."
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying that's a good thing to do. Yeah.
Wait, where are we going with this?
I'm saying, you listen to what I'm saying.
Okay. Like if you need to swerve this,
I'm not swerving straight on. If you're in a meeting with the head of BBC, executive for BBC, and they're like, "Oh, yo, look, Dean, I like your idea. It's dope, yeah. We got a lot of money in our budget to fund this.
Yeah. But
and she's just like, yo, she's just smiling. Do you know what I mean? She's moving a bit closer on the sofa, innit? She's like, and then, you know, she just put her hand on my leg and just rubbing my leg, and she's just like, yo, we can make it happen. And you got two options here. Like, you know, my husband's away abroad.
This guy, why does it always come back? How did I know? Did you not see people that before he got here, I shut him down? Like, that is your ultimate fantasy, isn't it?
Do you know what it is, yeah?
It has to be, because you it over seasons, like not even episodes.
Is it seasons? Has it been that long? Yeah, it has, to be honest.
Like, your ultimate fantasy must be.
That's what it is. I watch too much naughty programs, innit? That's what it is, yeah.
Wait, what kind of?
Naughty ones, innit? So I'm always imagining, like, I'm just gonna knock on the door. You're
a plumber that comes to fix pipes.
That life, innit? That's what it is, innit?
Oh, we always go left.
Yeah?
We always go left. I did such a serious conversation. End up to Dean turning up to a plumber in overalls.
Nah, true. Let's go back.
Back to where we are. Success, yeah. So have we hit our peak of success?
What do you reckon?
Like you,
yeah.
I think visually we may have, due to the difference in percentage. But I think there's still more to be done behind the scenes. Like,
how many black managers do you have? Football managers, I don't know.
Couple.
How many owners?
0, I would say.
So we haven't hit our peak in terms of what we need to, where we could be.
Yep.
But we may have hit our peak in terms of, are we ever going to get there?
But then, yeah, and that's a good example, because then you look at a lot of the teams.
Yep.
And a lot of the times, the black players are the stars.
Yeah.
Like, not to say that they're the best players.
And the question is that...
And the same in America. America's a massive example. Like NHL, and
NBA,
all of that. But yet, none of the owners or the coaches are black.
Yeah.
But all the best players are.
Yeah.
Not to say that they're the only players.
100%, yeah.
If you're seeing our narrative.
And it's all about money.
Yeah.
And that's really it. Unless we've got like I was going to say like an African king, yeah? Unless you've got someone with money that's going to come over here and invest. Like, money does the talking. And sadly, majority of the money is in the pockets of people who are Caucasian. And that's not a negative thing, because some of them have earned it. Some of them have not. But do you know what I mean? That's just life. So therefore, we can't complain unless we bring something to the table. Unless we bring that money to the table, as well as our skills, as well as our ability to talk to people and network and that, blah, blah, blah. Because a lot of times when you go into a meeting, I'll say this about jobs that I've had in the past.
Yeah.
If I've gone to a interview and made that person feel comfortable and they actually like me, then they're going to say, oh yeah, this person and that person have the exact same skills, but this person actually had a good time with. Let me invite that person, because they're thinking about the culture of the workplace. So if you're a good person to people and you're able to just mold yourself into the right, like what they want and they need, then you're always going to be able to win and succeed in life. I just think that's just in life a general tool.
So what, you think that works now? You think just being...
I think to some extent, some of the things that doesn't work for us is that culturally we don't align with other people.
Yeah.
So I said to a friend of mine before, like, if you bring your pounded yam and your curried goat into some kind of workplaces and it smells off when you put it in the microwave, they're gonna be like, oh, what's that smell? That's horrible.
Yeah, don't do that again.
Or if you bring your tribal wear, if you're from Nigeria, Ghana, no disrespect, or from anywhere, and people are just like, oh, that's weird, that's off. Or you're listening to music and they're like, oh, I don't align to that.
Yeah.
Then naturally people are gonna be like, stay away from you. Not in a negative way, just like, oh, it don't make sense. Yeah,
you're different.
So unless you're able to look like them and feel like them, straighten your hair, put on a shirt and tie, speak the language, talk about Love Island and the things that they're interested in, then you're not gonna separate yourself from them. You're gonna be included in it.
Whoa, man, that's got deep. This is what happens when you like go deep, and then you touch on something like you, and then you go back into
banter. Come on, it's calm.
So I just want to finish it off with your experience.
Actually, before you do that, go on.
So obviously you've wrote a film, or do you co-produce a film?
I've produced a film.
Yeah.
I've came up with a storyline together.
Okay.
Like, he actually shouted to see Raw. Craig actually wrote the script itself.
Yeah.
Kind of went back and forth in terms of rewriting it and stuff like that. Kind of ideas, but yeah.
So how did go about funding look for you? Did you first primarily go to funding that was catered to the type of film you was doing, or did you reach out like Channel 4 and
No. I went locally, so first thing I did was go locally. So I went to all the local places where money's being given out.
Okay. Yeah.
When they're handing out money.
The grant, people giving out grants.
Grants, yes, things of that nature. So I applied for grants, as well as I think I went to the Arts Council and other places. But I just didn't pursue them as soon as they said yes to this. So I only needed a certain amount of money, so I just went to the local ones because it wasn't a lot of money. And there was requirements that had to be done. So I had to write the grant in such a way that made the script and the film and the idea of what we're trying to do fit their criterias.
Yeah, of course.
Whether it did or didn't, you have to bend it so it looks like it's going to. And then push that out. So that's like with any funding that I've ever gotten from anyone, it's because I've seen what they want and I've been able to say, yeah, this matches.
So you've had to adapt to their...
Or not adapt,
criteria.
But just make... You have to adapt, or at least make it look like you're adapting.
Okay.
Even if it's not. Even if you haven't changed anything.
Money, you just chuck like that. Back to the script.
yeah. Just do what you want.
So what was the kind of response like? Like when you did reach out?
Most people would know. There was one yes, and that one yes was enough.
Okay.
So they were like, yeah, we've got it in our budget. It meets your criteria. I actually knew the person who was doing it. So
it's like a funding through a grant? Yeah, was it businesses?
It was local authority.
Oh, is that okay? Yes,
local authority. So went to and I knew somebody, and I was just be able to. Since we knew, I don't know him deeply, but we knew each other.
You had a relationship
to some extent, and she was just like able to back me in it and just be like, yeah, I think he's gonna do well with it. So blah blah blah. That's how we got the funding. Everything's about networking, brother. Everything's about
of course.
Knowing who to talk to, knowing how to laugh at their jokes, even if their jokes are not funny, fam.
100%.
Do you know how many jokes I say at work, and I'm expecting people to laugh, and people do not laugh? I'm like, you're not getting no overtime.
Yeah.
I'm not giving it. Do you know what I mean? That's just life, innit? It's about, Anyway. No, but the question I was going to ask you is, have you reached your peak in terms of success? Because that's what it really matters. Like we can talk about all black people. Have we reached our peak collectively? But individually, if your answer is totally different.
Like I said, success looks different to me. We spoke about it on the previous one.
Yeah.
So obviously I would want more money.
Yeah.
Like I would love to live in a bigger house. But that's all materialistic things.
Yeah.
As in day-to-day happiness, I'm happy. And that's success.
And you've hit your peak.
No, but I don't know. I haven't hit my peak because I would like more.
So,
like, I don't know if there is a
ceiling.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like right, this is what I need, because there's always going to be this is what I need.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm looking at houses.
Yeah.
I could buy a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom house. I can guarantee you in a couple of years, I'm like, boy, I want to drive now, or a garage, or a conservatory. So maybe I look at a 4-bedroom or a bigger or a smaller house with that. I think constantly we can't measure our success because there's no ambition. If I was a company, I might say, right, I want to get into the top 100 companies of the UK. As soon as I hit that, I can say, yes, I feel successful.
But then you're going to be like, I want to be top 10.
And then top 10.
And I want to be number 1. And I want to stay at number 1.
Yeah. And then how long can I be number 1? And then actually, can I go into a different field? So I think it looks so much different. But as happiness, I'm happy.
Yeah, that's good. That's peak.
What about you?
I'm never going to be satisfied.
Okay.
I've noticed that about myself. I'm never satisfied. There's things that I've, like, even when I made, for example, when I made the film, the day the film was released, when I was looking into the crowd and I saw everybody in the crowd, I was like, nah, this ain't it, man. This ain't it. I need more. I was just like,
I think that was a successful release.
It was success in terms of, I don't think a lot of people have done that from Gloucester independently, put on a film, had a launch party, and at least sold every ticket, every seat was filled. But I just wasn't satisfied, fam. Even when I did the album launch, and the album was sick. I thought it was sick. Yeah. Lollipop and Yo-Yo Party. I thought, sick concept. After that, I was just like,
no, but I'm so.
Just send it, fam. Just send it.
But
do you know what I mean?
What was your goal? Surely your goal producing that film was to have a launch party and to sell out.
Yeah.
Surely that was the goal. Did you expect more? Did you want it to be picked up by Netflix or? No.
I didn't. Quality of it, I didn't think it was going to ever get that far. But I did want more views. Okay. I did want it to open up more opportunities.
Okay. Oh, so maybe the opportunity.
Yeah, those things
was the more.
It's more what I wanted. Yeah.
Okay.
On the surface, it was just like, I should be happy in it, but really, I was just like, this ain't it, guys. This ain't it, fam.
You feel like you're gonna go your whole life like that, though.
Yeah, facts. I know it. I know I will.
That's a sad time, though.
It's mad sad, bro. But I know it's gonna happen.
You're never ever gonna get to a point where,
I'm never satisfied. No, it's a fact.
You need to slow down sometimes.
No, impossible. It's impossible.
Live in the moment.
Even you know me, innit? I'm like,
no, I know.
I need $1 million.
I'll give you an idea, and you'll come back with a plan in like the next hour. And I'm like, right, what do you think about this? And then I get like a detailed business plan. I'm like, brother, it's just an idea. It's just a thought.
Yeah. No, that's me, and that's me with everything, brother. It's horrible. It's horrible. But I'm just obsessive about quote unquote success or getting there. Yeah, and I'm not there, fam.
It's like, I guess it's the trait you need to be an entrepreneur. Is that trait?
Possibly, yeah.
Like you need that trait. You need to constantly want more. Are you willing to take risks though? Are you taking risks?
Facts.
Facts. Yeah. Every money gone into one project.
No. Not every money.
Calculated risk.
Calculated risk. Yeah. Well, I can't really talk much of it, but on camera. But innit?
Yeah. Okay.
There's always I'm always doing something. There's always a book I'm writing or I'm trying to launch. I've got what's it, the book of the proof coming through.
Okay, yes.
I've got another book that I'm doing. There's already another film that I've already tried to get done.
Board games.
The board games.
See, you're just everywhere.
That's what I'm saying, cuz. Like
so you got a film, two books.
No. I've got
board game.
No. The board game's still in research and development right now. But it's a sick idea. Have I sent you the?
Yeah.
It's a sick idea, man. Anyway, whatever.
So let's talk about projects because this is have we hit our success?
Yeah.
It's on the same narrative. So talk about projects. What projects are you on
at the moment?
How are they going to be successful? What do you view?
The
books. What does success look like to you for the books? Because you're not publishing them yourself. You're the writer.
No, yeah, I'm doing independent.
Oh, you're independent publishing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I published my first book through KDP, so Amazon KDP, so you can just get it through Amazon. And the second one, I'm probably going to do the exact same thing. You saw me try to get a few publishers.
Yeah. That's how it goes sometimes.
That's how it goes. Yeah. So yeah, but I'm just active.
So what's success on the books?
Success is multiple wives, my own island. I don't know, brother. To be honest, I'm never gonna find myself and say, yeah, I'm successful. Even if other people.
It's like a bestseller.
Yeah, bestseller's dope, innit? But I always want another one.
You want another bestseller?
Yeah, I always want another one.
I've done it once. I can do it again. So the films.
If I get a Netflix thing out of it, that would be sick.
But is that the peak?
No, it's never the peak.
Why not?
The peak is like Denzel saying, yo, that script's dope. What can I get in that?
So him approaching you.
Not Denzel, but any like big actor.
Yeah.
That's the peak. That's me saying, oh, rah. I've made successful in terms of my script writing abilities, but then there's like these other stuff that I want to do.
But as soon as you get that, then you're going to be looking at money and sales and
facts. Yeah, facts.
And then obviously when you start chasing records, that's when it becomes an obsession.
Yeah.
Like big box office records. Yeah. Pressure's too much, man.
That's how I go. That's life.
Pressure's too much. Okay, then people, let us know. Do you think that black people have hit their peak in success? Or do you feel like there's a long way to go to ownership, I would say?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Do you want to do the intro? Because every time I do it, I say, so we're back again. So
I'm just going to say the same thing, though, isn't it? But so we're back again.
I've noticed every time.
Yeah.
It's the same intro. So I think you
can
hold this one.
Man them, gal them. We're there, innit? We're there. We are there. Next topic.
Let's go.
Interesting one. I wrote it down so I can get it correct.
Okay. Yeah, because it's kind of long.
It's kind of long.
All this on the bottom of the video.
No, let's go. You can just put this. The title is, "Are you tired of looking at your past?"
Okay.
But more specifically, it's us, our demographic. So we think about slavery, we talk about colonization, we talk about the Windrush generation, we talk about one negative historical event after another historical event. When will we be able to focus on our future? Will we ever leave our past in the past?
Ooh. That's a deep one still. And you even did your smolder into the...
to the left, yeah?
Do you notice you do that?
I do that a lot. Yeah. That's my left side, isn't it? That's what I like.
That's your good side.
No, this is my best side. That's what I like to.
Okay.
Cheeky little. Anyway.
Okay, I hear that. Nah, that's a deep one. and the saying say, what's the saying? You need to know where you come from to know where you're going.
Yeah.
So don't you think that applies?
I thought it applied.
Okay.
So this might just be something I'm going through at the moment, but I'm kind of bored of watching slavery films.
100%.
I'm kind of bored of, even though I'm the guy who brings it up every time.
Yeah,
I'm kind of bored of my own voice in it, because I bring up just in colonization, like what's happened to us. I bring up, like, do you know what I mean, historical stuff.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, someone said this to me the other day, like, dude, that's kind of boring, you know.
Gee, now, that person, white person or black person?
Nah, he was mixed. He was mixed.
Oh, okay, so
I was like,
black.
oh snap. Felt kind of hurt, innit? Normally black people are like, talk about it. But really, it's like, do you know what? Yeah, I'm kind of bored of it, actually. And I'm bored of it because it seems like all we're doing is looking at the back and saying, oh yeah, we're never gonna be. So I don't know, man. What's your thoughts?
I think, like, from a trauma point of view,
yep,
it is essential that we know why we think, look, and feel a certain way. Same with trauma. Like,
yeah.
And I think, like, growing up, we experience things that we didn't understand.
Yeah.
But why was I told to stay outside and everyone else could go in? Or why did I get stopped by the police and all of my friends? Or why are they walking around following me in the shop? So like we had things that we didn't understand.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of things growing up I didn't understand. Until I got to an age, whatever that age was, teenage years, that I started to realize, oh shit, there's a lot of history that supports the reason why it's me that gets followed in the shop, and I might be in there with 4 of my white friends.
Yep.
We separate off. The security guard follows me.
Yeah.
And you know, like, then I think, okay, because they've been taught, the security guard's been taught that the black people are the thieves. They're the one that's going to steal it. They're what's wrong with the world. That's what we've been taught. So I think it's very important to know that. So now, going forward, am I going to use that as an excuse?
Yeah. I guess that's probably where it gets annoying. But I would say we need to know history, because we need to know what's in the minds of other people. Yeah. Not just our minds and why we're in this situation. Because if I know that, okay, this person doesn't like black people because he's justifying it because of this event that's happened to him, or historically he's been told, blah, 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 then I can approach that person a certain way. Maybe to make them feel at ease, or maybe to make them feel like an idiot, depending on how I want to do that.
I'm never justifying someone's racism ever in my life.
Not racism, but their sway on certain things.
Never. Nope, not interested. Unless it's towards me personally.
I was trying to save you guys. Sorry.
No, unless it's towards... If it's me, like, if I personally done something to someone, then that's different. But if they're saying, when I was 13, a black guy took my girlfriend, so now I don't like black guys for life. No way. There's no understanding.
Okay.
A next person took your girlfriend. Like, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah. No. I hear you.
No, we're
calm, yeah?
Yeah, we're in.
All right, so... Yeah, man, I just think history is good to know the minds of other people as well as yourself as well. But where it comes and, like, debilitates you in terms of, I can't do this because I'm this, or because of my past, I don't think that's a good thing. Yeah. It's a reality, though, because history is a reality. It's a fact. That's what's happened.
Wow. But we had this conversation. We already had this. What did you say? It's the fact of the strongest.
Yeah. No, those that survived.
Those that survived. Okay. Yeah. Right. So we won't get into that.
Nah, that's a different topic. But a topic I want to talk about, though, bro.
I brought it out because we had a good debate in the group. You know, most of the time I'm just debating to cool you
out. Facts.
Because me and you have conversations constantly.
Facts.
But in the group, not a lot of conversations go deep. They scratch across the surface.
Yeah.
But they don't really go in. So I like to cause that controversy.
You do, yeah.
But yeah, back to the topic. Sorry.
I would say we need an understanding of our history, but we need to move past it in terms of don't let that affect us going forward where possible. Yeah. Or use it as an excuse. Like, if you are good at your job, you need to and you want to go to the next level, then be good at your job and show it out. So prove that you're good at your job so you can get to the next level. Don't blame it on, these people don't respect me because I'm black. Though it might be true. Yeah. But,
So, in that sense, do you think we need to... This is a big set. Do you think we need to get over ourselves?
I think it's easier for my generation to say that.
Yeah, 100%.
It's easier for my generation to say that. Even my kids' generation to say that, oh, just get over it, it's done. Whereas my parents or others that are older than me aren't able to say that because they had racism in them personally, whereas ours is just kind of subtle to some extent. So I think it's easier for us to say that, and it's easier as the generations go on for us to forget the traumas of our past, but not just yet. We can't.
So I spoke about this before, but I'm an advocate for playing a race card. And I think it is because of my experiences growing up.
Yeah.
And like I said, when I started to understand the reason why I was treated differently, and it made sense to me, then I would start calling it out.
Okay.
And we spoke about it, and you said, remember you were saying as well, like you're someone that would say it as well.
Yeah, but I'd say it a different way. You're a bit aggressive with your approach, I'm guessing, innit?
No, but I have to be, because if...
Me, I'm just like,
because it's fight or flight. If my whole life... Well, not my whole life. If my childhood...
Yeah.
I'm being, like... I don't even know what to work... Like, discriminated against.
Yeah.
Because of the colour of my skin.
Yeah. The
second I get a backbone, basically, not to say that I'm but the second I start to feel empowered... Then I'm like, are you mad? Like, why? Like, what? Like, I remember we was in a shop in Asda. And it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. And the security guard's following us down every single aisle. Brother, every aisle. So much so that we turn left, turn right, come back, and he's following us. Until I turned around and said, what? Because I had to, because calm, you're doing your job, brother. But there's more than 5, there's probably about 10, 15 people in the shop. Surely your job is not to follow me and my friend specifically. Like, just So I turned around, I called him out about it.
Yeah, what did he say?
I said, what? He just said, no, you kept looking suspicious. I said, how? We came in like every other person in this thing. I forgot what happened after that, but I spoke about it on GFM. Because he kind of like humbled himself and apologized and just said, sorry, I've been told to basically... a certain demographic
is that what you said?
People have been stealing recently.
Okay.
I fit that demographic.
Okay.
So he's been told by his boss, if you see a certain demographic, obviously you say black. Because he couldn't have said that, because then I would have let off.
Facts,
But he said that. So why am I not calling out them things?
No, facts, you should. You should.
Context.
I think our approach is different.
Context. So what, in that situation, how would you do that with it? And not say that I'm right.
And that's just not say I'm right either.
I
would have approached him, but I would have said, I'm just going down to the bread aisle. Do you want to follow me down there first? Or, I've got money, do you want to check my money? I'd have done it a bit more. I'd have approached him, but I'd have been a bit more humorous with it. Or I might have got a camera out and said, hey guys, just with John. This
was like 20 years ago.
But I guess it depends on what I'm on. It depends on what I'm on. If I'm on the aggressive, then I'm on the aggressive. But
I feel like
I'm rarely on aggressive.
I don't know why, but I feel like it's always fight for me. Always, even now.
That's a fact.
Once I start to feel that there's a reason why, and that reason why is because of my color of my skin. It's instant. Like I'm instantly.
But do you do that when it's a positive thing? So if you're the first person to get picked at a football game, you're like, it's because I'm black, and you're negative about it.
No, because I'm good. Because I'm good.
Well, on face value, how's anyone gonna know you're good?
Yeah, but do you know what though? Talking that, a lot of the times when we do play,
the
opposite team would say, "Yo, mark him, the black guy. He's obviously fast." So they so they know nothing about us. Or like, or like they will say to me, my face when we're playing, oh, you better not keep me up and down this wing, mate. I know you're quick. Fam, they don't know me. This is the first time I've ever met this person in my life.
So what, do you hit that with the aggression?
No, because I'm like...
Because in that context, you're just like, in that context,
I'm like, you're an idiot.
Facts,
whatever, because I know I am, and I'm going to be up and down, and they're going to be vexed. So I approach that with, like, skill and cool. Because I don't feel like that's more like a passive-aggressive.
Okay,
Then like... they're literally just saying that because of that. Like, they're trying to have a joke. They're trying to have banter. I might just smile. I might not even speak to them. I might 2-foot them in the game. It depends how I feel at the time.
Might get a shoulder. Yeah.
You know, it gets like that sometimes. So...
I hear that. But when we talk about our past, because I'm the guy, to some extent, that's always bringing it up.
No, you are.
I'm always bringing it up.
But I will always jump on the bandwagon as well. I don't know if I'm the person that brings it up, but if you bring it, I will jump on happily.
And I say that because sometimes, like, I think we're better than what we perceive ourselves to be.
Yep.
Or even how we're being perceived. So I think that we can achieve a lot more. It's kind of touching on the subject we just talked about, but we can do more, we can achieve more, but we don't because we kind of say, oh, it's because I'm black, or I need to stay quiet, I need to stay humble. And even some kind of fields in economical fields we don't get involved in.
Yeah.
So when we talk about becoming managers or becoming owners, becoming CEOs, going into fields of like doctors and like certain things, we just say, oh, because we're black, that's a racist field, or because they don't respect us over there, let's just stay over here and do basic jobs. You know what I mean? I think because we're so drawn back by kind of our ideas in our mind of what racism looks like, or that other people are so deeply racist, that we don't achieve a lot more, and I think we could.
And you know what I think it is as well? I think it's definitely generational. So if you think about the forces, and I saw something on Facebook recently to say there was a black firefighter, and that committed suicide because of the racism he faced. I think to our parents, that is a real reality. Yeah, like you said, they face different kind of racism we face. So, like for a black person to go in the police, like say 40 years ago, 50 years, you're facing serious abuse from your own people. Like you're really facing that. And obviously Steve McQueen done that on Small Axe. That was one of the episodes. So I think we're told like young, if you're gonna go into that field, just be aware that because you're black. And probably I've been told that,
but we're not told that. I bet you wasn't told that. I bet you was told. Then Baba and I, it's said in a totally different way. It wasn't said in the right way. Like, okay, these people, that industry has racism.
No, but remember, I've got a white mum.
Okay, sorry, shout out to her.
So my dad.
Just says it straight in it.
But my mum was more. Like you might face some kind of. Like, you know,
and that's a reality that I can accept. But saying, oh, black people don't become police officers, man, that's a stupidness. You want to run with the pigs and that. Like, I just don't think that's helpful, in it.
No, it's not. But you are gonna face them things, and I think that is in the present, right? And I think that is very historical.
Yeah, facts.
Not just for Black history. Yeah. For UK history, but English history.
So we can say that in terms of, okay, know this and embrace it, but still go forth and do what you want to do, rather than look at the past, look what they treated other black police officers, therefore don't go into the police.
It's gonna take, it's happening, but it's gonna take people to stand up against that, and fight against it. Yeah, history taught us that. From Martin Luther King to Rosa Parks to Malcolm X to everyone. Yeah, history has told us that it's gonna take people to stand up. But it's always going to be an undercurrent. And I think we need to know that people have stood up. Yeah, facts. Again, going back to our history, we need to know the likes of Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. So I've got my son books that say 50 famous activists.
Oh, dope.
Over the years. So he's got that. For me, it's important that he knows that. And like you said, it might focus a lot on the negative.
Yes, that's what I'm going to say,
it also shows that you stand up against the negative.
And I rate that 100%. But what I don't like is where we start our history. So when black people talk about, our history, we always go to slavery.
Kunta Kinte.
We always go to slavery, Kunta Kinte, them films. School. And then we think that's it. Yes. Like before slavery, we didn't exist. We've always been slaves. That's what I hate about when we think about our history and our past, because we always talk about the negative, and we don't talk about how in Africa we were people that look like us were kings, ruled most of the world, like the biggest libraries in the world, historical libraries, the most gold, jewelry, mathematics, all of these things, like the pyramids, physics. All these huge things that were able to be done by people that look like us. We don't go back there and talk about that history, or even talk about the reality that whatever religion you believe, whether it's scientific or this, that, and the other, everyone says the origins of the first man and woman was in Africa. Yeah, on the Nile River. So even with all that, if you start our history there, then it's calm, innit? Because we went through ups and downs, and that's our history. But if our history is, we were slaves, man, and that's it.
I believe
that's all we were.
That was what I was taught. Like, I can't remember thinking that far back. Yeah. But from what I remember...
At school.
Yeah, obviously school. Yeah. What I remember, my first knowledge. So obviously grandparents, aunties, uncles, back in Jamaica, blah, blah, blah. This is how it used to be. But my first like real knowledge or learning or understanding of being black was slavery. That was like, I believe that must have been when I think back.
That was your origin.
Yeah, story. there was nothing beyond that. There was family that would tell me things.
Yeah.
But when we're talking about school and education, like I wouldn't sit down every week with my auntie or with my dad and go through Black history. That wouldn't happen. We might hear stories, but facts. School I would. Every week you would go to history. They would put on Roots. You know, you would feel like
Roots. I can't remember them if they played Roots.
I don't know. Yeah, they did ours with Mr. Aston. I remember that there. Two things I remember about controversy in school. Roots and 9/11.
Okay.
That's the two things I remember really caused a divide at school. Like lunchtime, black versus white team.
Yeah.
That's what happened on the. You know, I remember that. But yeah, they definitely played it. Mr. Aston.
Yeah, he might have actually.
Only one though. Only one episode. Because it went off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then tables got dashed down. Yeah. People were laughing inappropriately.
That's a fact.
Man was saying that certain man looked like Kunta. You know, like as kids and ignorance. Like we're saying it.
That's
But
funny.
then the white brothers jump in and it starts getting funny. Yo, isn't that your mum? What?
Swinging on sight.
It got went off.
That's the only thing I hate when we talk about history. Is if that's the only history that we talk about is slavery.
Yeah.
And I know,
do.
But there is so much more.
I know
There's
this.
So much more, yeah.
You know this. Yeah. But people are not being taught that.
Yeah.
They watch the show. If they ever have, they know that we always talk about there's other things going on.
Yeah.
It's all right. We talk about history. We've talked. Cool. What else did you say was on there?
Yeah. Don't we just need to focus on our future?
Yeah. No, I think it's time too. But who have we got to look at in the future?
Yeah, that's what I think is a good thing.
Like who's the big role model? Because obviously you got like, I'm just gonna go off the top, like Elon Musk.
Yeah,
is pushing scientific, like he's pushing that field now.
Yeah.
For you to look at.
Yeah.
You might have. I'm just gonna talk about the rich people, not there and put about Jeff Bezos, Amazon. He's pushing. Like who's really pushing for someone that looks like us for the future? Oprah, I guess.
But I would say it doesn't. I think it's a good thing that we, to some extent, it's a good thing that you don't have examples because we want more than that. Do you know what I mean? So in terms of we don't just want the equivalent to a Bezos. We don't just want the equivalent to a Elon Musk. Like we want completely new fields that we can star in. I think that's a good thing. So we can look at Bezos and say that he's an example for us, and that's fine, economically and in terms of business running. But we need to be thinking about I don't. Because what we're really saying is, I want to be successful. Really, we're just saying we want to be white. We want to be where that white man is.
Yeah.
And I think there's a better way of viewing the future or viewing where we want to be in terms of success, like our previous topic, or in terms of like our future or where we can go.
No, I hear it, but I'm saying, how do we get maybe there?
How do we strive?
I hate the word woke. I hate that word.
Yeah.
But say we're woke.
Yeah, okay. Yeah?
And maybe 10% are woke. There's still another 90% that need some kind of direction, need someone to look at. They need an example. They need a role model. But I'm saying for the future, there's no one there. Like, obviously, a massive example, and the reason why I supported it so much was Obama.
Okay.
Not that I either believed in his politics or followed any of that, but he was such a massive example of you could be the president of the United States.
Yeah, amazing.
Like, to us, it don't really mean a lot because we're here. Yeah. And we're not going to have a black queen or black prime minister anytime soon.
Yeah.
You know,
we've had a black queen before in Britain. I'm sure we have.
No, we're like all those generations back. But they painted her.
Yeah.
So, so that's why I believe that Obama was such
an inspiration.
Big statement.
Yeah.
Even if he was controlled by even if it's Illuminati, whatever, whoever could, but just to have someone that inspiration that you could look at,
and it's good. I'm always good for mentors and having inspirational characters and people around you and people you can look up to, all that good stuff. And if that helps and supports you, then cool. There should be we can try and find people that gives you lists. And there's people that we know, it's just that we probably may not even call them examples. Even in terms of finances, where they are in terms of their finances, we may But it's just a push. I just want us to keep pushing and not to think about the past as something that's debilitating us. Something I want it to be something that's going to either motivate us forward, or if it's not motivating you, then forget about it and think about something else that's going to motivate you and get you forward.
I think we should definitely focus on both sides. I don't think there should never be one side. Like there should be the positive side, because there's thousands of years compared to 300 years of slavery.
Facts.
And there's thousands of years of positive.
Yeah, facts.
You could take probably a few centuries out of any of those thousands, and they're more productive than slavery was.
Facts.
But we're not. But then I think this is our generation now. This is our generation's responsibility to push.
Yeah.
It's for our kids.
Yeah, to push ourselves, push our kids, and push everybody.
It's for our children to argue in history class.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it is for our...
If they know. Yeah,
but
we should be teaching them.
We're teaching them. Me and you standing here. Like I said, my son's got books.
Yeah.
I know you teach your daughters. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's for them to then put their hand up and say...
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. But my dad told me, I read that this happened.
Yeah, facts.
And then for them, I think it's for them to then start asking a question. And then people in their class might be like, actually, I wonder if that's true. Yeah. Like, and they might go home and ask their parents. And their parents will shut it down. And say, no, they were slaves. Don't listen to them. What did your teacher tell you? They were slaves. Yeah, they did not invent the light bulb. They weren't the first person to do a heart transplant. They didn't invent the traffic light.
That's good.
All of that stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
They wouldn't come and say. But I think it's for us to then start challenging that, because our generation's gone past it.
Yeah.
People in our generation, we try to have a proper conversation. There's like you said, I'm fed up of it now.
Yeah.
They're over it.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it for 30 years. like they're over it now.
Yeah.
And they've been taught in school, history is,
but
this is what it is.
And we used to, when I grew up, we used to have something called Saturday school.
Yeah.
Did you used to go? So Saturday school was a, I can't remember where it was in Glossing, Starby Road. What's that big building? The Colwell?
Yes.
It used to be there. It used to be ACA.
Yes.
ACA used to run it. So there used to be a Saturday school that used to run it all the time, and we used to hear about black stories. And we used to do additional things. And those things aren't around no more.
So I was part of the Black Youth Forum. Remember we had the Black Youth Forum?
Yeah, shout out to that.
So I was part of that for how long it was on for, like a year. But still, that was good. Obviously, the funding got dashed.
Of course it did. Yeah, of course it did.
Took us to the Slave Museum in Liverpool.
Okay.
I've been there bare times now. Every time I go to Liverpool, I try to go there, even though nothing changes. But there's not a lot of black people there. So, I just want to show. Anytime I go there, there's like 3 or 4 other black people there. I just want to make sure that we are still here.
Quick head nod.
To go in and represent. Like, even when I went there last and took my son, and he was doing tribal shields. Like a shield, like like their spears and a shield. And it's some white brother that's teaching them to write it, draw it, and saying the names and stuff. I'll tell you.
No wrong with that. No, shout out to you. I
appreciate that he's there to
keep the history and that.
And he knows a little bit about the history. Me and him had a little chat about certain things. I thought, I need to check him. I don't know nothing, but I need to act like I do. So I'm saying, so in what part of Africa is this, what part of this is known? Which tribe was using these? What tribe was the more aggressive? And he's answering a question. So I said, I'll take you.
Because he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. But that's powers.
I think them things, and we need it, man. We need to try and push somewhere that we educate our next generation. And we spoke about it before. With the whole BRM movement, and there was meant to be so much happening. People were going to start investing. And
that's the thing, like it's almost a year since BLM, since George Floyd's death, and so
what's changed?
That's the question, isn't it?
What has been put in place? What's been put in place locally? Because
locally
in Gloucester, because we had a movement. Didn't people come and stand up on the park and all give their thing and? The councillors come down and said...
Councillors came down?
I'm sure there's councillors come down.
I know Richard Graham didn't go.
Richard Graham.
But in addition to that, that's just something we need to do. Like, what was what was the purpose? No, let's not say there wasn't a purpose. It was a good purpose for us to gather together to say, look, we're against oppression.
Sorry, so this goes all into future.
Yeah.
So we spoke history. This is future now, what we're talking about. So
more specifically about what is it we're supposed to do. So yes, we all marched or stood together and said that we're against, atrocities happening to black people globally and here locally and nationally. But there wasn't no plans that I saw.
So what have we done since?
That's the question, isn't it? That's the question.
That's
the question. That's where the balloon gets inflated.
People, please. Yeah, we need a centre. We need something in Gloucester where we're able to have a black library. We're able to do black teachings. We're able to just provide for everyone. Not for black people.
Yeah, specific. Yeah, that's good.
For everyone that wants to know, but we need something. Like, there needs to be someone out there must have an idea and invest. I don't have the money.
I know that there is you might have to get him on. Someone who's got a library.
Okay, yeah.
With certain books in.
Public library.
I don't think it's public.
Personal?
I think personal library in terms of his office. I think he's putting it out in certain ways. But it would be decent to have an actual library for us.
Because I don't know if I'm looking right, and I didn't ask nobody because I was just there, but I went to our library, Gloucester Library, and looked for some, kids.
Yeah.
And there was nothing there that I could find. But I'm saying is there might be.
Yeah.
And that's why I've bought probably about 10 books now on black history for kids.
Yeah.
So I've got a little bookcase at home, and I've got books in there. My sister, she bought a couple as well.
Yeah.
So they're there available.
Yeah.
Not that my son will pick them up and read them.
Yeah.
But they're available.
Yeah. And there's a lot of stuff online as well, but it would be decent to have a place which is doing those things. And there are probably people around globally that we can that are doing Zoom meetings that you could probably attend, Zoom events that talks about black history and all of its contexts and stuff like that. But it would also be good to have something locally that was run locally, that someone was doing locally.
Well, that's what we could focus on. We can only affect what's local
around us. Yeah,
100%. So we need to get something done about that. We'll watch this back in a year and think,
snap.
Still haven't been done. Yeah. But if you got an idea, even if you just want to talk about it or you agree with us, let us know. Slide in the DMs positively. I know.
Yeah. No, facts. That's a fact.
Dean's narrative.
Don't do that.
And you're a bit powerful, but you need a little persuasion. We got it over here. We got your persuasion right here.
Man's got some jokes today, Man's got some jokes. Now, but on a real, if you think the same way in terms of us, in terms of, well, let's hear your thoughts. Do you think we should forget about our past in a negative sense and only focus on the good things of our past and focus on the future, or is there good stuff in terms of looking back at our quote unquote slavery as well as other things in our past? Big man ting. We keep moving, yeah? We keep moving.
I still can't say so. I still can't give you a response.
Nah, listen.
Yeah.
It's been good so far, innit?
Yeah, that's been a debate.
That's been an interesting debate, fam.
So much so that we spent 30 minutes on both of those.
Yeah.
And kind of run out our time.
Hopefully it wasn't too serious for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed your listening.
I think we get in. Then we kind of always do a joke part in the middle. Yeah. Then we get serious again. Hopefully that keeps people's viewing.
Keep listening.
Attention. I don't know. I do know the average viewership on the videos.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to share it.
All right, cool. Don't share it.
But I do know what the average attention span is.
Yeah. No, that's calm.
So, we'll keep it moving out of there. So what we speak about, what's been these topics this week?
This week we talked about topic number 1, black success.
Okay.
Have we reached our peak? I kind of shared and said that, I think may have hit our peak to some extent. Topic number 2?
Topic number 2 was... I don't remember.
I remember, big man. We just talked about it 2 seconds ago.
I know, but...
topic number 2 was about history.
Okay.
Are we tired of talking about our history?
I get so emotionally connected that I'm still thinking about what was said before I even remember the topic.
Yeah, so we were just talking about how history... And we tired of talking about slavery and not having history in its proper context in terms of black history. It talks about Africa, kings, this, that, and the other, all the things, great achievements that we've had.
Another good conversation.
Helpful.
Another good.
Beneficial.
It'd always be good
for
people to join these conversations. I know everyone's busy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And everyone's got things going on.
Yeah, facts.
But we need one of them ones to just pop.
Yeah, yeah. Well, lockdown's soon finishing, hopefully.
Oh, I
So
can't
possibly
wait for that.
we can invite a few people. What are you waiting for? What's the gas? What are you most excited about?
Football and gym. I just want to get back to being active. Like
active life, yeah.
I want to get out to
that.
out of breath going up the stairs.
Do you know what? What I'm missing?
What?
Sex in hotels.
Okay.
I haven't had a good sex in a hotel in a while. You get me?
You can book hotels though, innit?
What night? During lockdown?
And obviously, if the girls are working.
What? Yo, that was a good time.
Yeah.
First of all,
if they're working, then
joke. What, working girls? Yeah.
If they're working, then
all right then. Yeah. Okay.
Am I lying? I don't know.
That was hilarious. Nah, man. Hotel visits. I need a few of them still.
Yeah. The last hotel visit I had booked, obviously with the wifey and that, got cancelled. I think that was just
before.
Oh no, on the second lockdown.
Okay.
So obviously there was that time in between where everything opened again.
Oh yeah.
Like the summer,
before we get our freedom.
Yeah, everything was good. And then Boris just come on the screen again.
Destroyed everyone's life. Yeah.
And so we're going into tears.
No, that's a madness.
And then the tears just went straight into lockdown again.
I ain't gonna lie. Do you know what I love about sex in a hotel room? Yeah. Is that you can just make a mess and you just leave it.
Just everywhere, yeah?
Standard. Do you know what I did last time?
Pull out game strong.
Pull out game's amazing.
Is it?
Poured out, nutted in the air conditioner.
My guy.
That life, yeah?
No. Never that life.
In the air conditioner, you know?
The air conditioner's on the ceiling.
Yeah, that's facts, yeah.
So,
just aimed at it.
Champ.
Good aim, yeah?
Good champ.
Of course, fam.
Even eating the light chi and them.
Light chi.
Even eating
you know the cleaner's not doing that, innit? The cleaner's not cleaning that.
Oh,
anyway, go on, talk.
No, I'm sure I've seen some, there was two things I want to talk about actually, randomly.
Yeah.
I'm sure, you know Cameron, the rapper in America?
Yeah.
I'm sure he's brought out a line of Viagra.
Oh, has he?
I'm sure it's called something like Purple Power or... You know what? I seen something...
Do you know what? Cameron is the most randomest, but he's a good businessman, you know?
I looked at it and I was like, I'm sure that's Viagra. Let me see.
Do you know what he's also done? Toilet roll. Okay, he does toilet roll as well, you know?
Pink horsepower.
Yo.
So the strap line is, so it's up and running. A natural male drink to make your significant other body do the Harlem Shake.
Okay, shout out to Cameron, yeah?
Cameron's Bedroom Love 2.0. Random brother, like you said.
Shout out to him. I swear, I saw him say he's going to do toilet paper line.
Yeah, probably.
It makes sense, I guess, you know.
Probably right.
Do your thing.
Just random. So that goes. And the next thing, which ain't related, 6ix9ine's back.
Oh yeah, facts.
Trolling.
Yeah.
Trolling everyone.
So him and Meek Mills, you see the little clip?
Yeah, him and little Reese now, that Chicago guy.
Yeah.
What is this guy?
This guy is legendary status, you know. Do you know what? I'm not one of you guys, fam. I'm not saying I'm a 6ix9ine fan, but I love what he's doing, cuz.
No, I think he's highly entertaining. Like, I reckon he's highly... I don't agree with his actions and how he...
No, I agree with all of it, fam.
Yeah?
I agree. Man's pressing these guys. Pressing. If you're a road
he's going to press the wrong guy soon.
No, he's not. He's already pressed the wrong guy and that's happened to him. It's just all talk at the moment, fam. I'm being honest.
I have to pause on that one still. I don't know about pressing guys and that.
Oh, random.
We'll keep that one moving.
Nah, but on the real, until someone does something to him.
Yeah, but he did.
It's legendary status,
His whole
fam.
crew set him up, robbed him.
Yeah, but since he ratted on everybody, that's what I mean. Like before it's calm, innit? But when he ratted on people and like everyone's talking bad about him, like someone's got to do something.
Yeah. But like they're saying,
no one
he's
does
surrounded by police. Like they said, Meek obviously did the right thing by leaving.
No, 100% he did because he's talking about money, innit? And I'm not a road man, so I don't really care at it. But for me, entertaining wise, everyone that talks cred on a song, if you don't do cred in real life.
Yeah. But we know, being music man, 90% of the rappers are fake.
It's just gas, isn't it?
It's all entertainment based.
And once you start making money, then what's the point?
Yeah.
You're money driven.
If you got a skill, your skill might not be the fact you come from the road to the mic. It might just be you can write about
the roads.
That, you know, there you go. So nah, man, 6ix9ine. I saw it earlier before I come here, and he just released a video in it, 20 million views in like 18 hours.
He does it. So everyone's got his eyes on him.
Something right.
And if he's able to monetize that, he's doing it. But music-wise, no one's listening to his music. You might listen to see a video as soon as it comes out, and then after that, you're just like, oh, it's dead.
Well, he was they were saying about his album sales, isn't it? Like he sold like 20,000 albums.
Yeah.
But he's got 60 odd million
views and
how many followers, but sold like 20,000 albums. So like you said, no one's listening to his music.
Not really, no. But that's just like a car crash. Whenever you see a car crash, you always slow down and look at it and be like, oh, rah. And then you carry on with the day.
Yeah. Do you leave that in the back of your head?
That's it.
The man said 6 9's a car crash. You know?
No, wait, big man.
You do not want him to watch this because he will send for us.
He's got shooters, yeah. He's got shooters
on his live.
No, I don't mind it. I jump on it. Live.
You jump on a live.
Jump on a live. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'd interview him still.
I don't know if I. Has he done an interview?
No, he's not done an interview yet. I don't think.
But he'll do one of them stupid sit down with like CBN interviews. You could just imagine, innit?
Imagine
Daniel Hernandez. He'll do a Daniel Hernandez interview where he's like, I played a character all my life. And he won't do a 6 9 Gas interview on Breakfast Club. Has he been Breakfast Club?
No, not since. Them man's are saying they're not going to get him one day.
Oh, they need to bring it. Oh, I'd love to see him and Charlemagne the God.
Have a convo,
That would be another Soulja Boy. Drake?
Who's Drake?
Drake? Aubrey? That light-skinned nigga from the grasses?
Big man, Get's album just dropped.
Get's album did.
What's your initial thoughts?
Do you know what? I'm going to be 100% honest with you.
Yeah.
I did want some crud. I wanted some...
He did have a bit of cred on there.
Not really. Not going to the might in ghetto gospel Gets. But the growth. He's number one, I think. I think that's it now. Like, I think the only other artist that can keep up with him in terms of being able to adapt so quick is Chip.
Yeah, Chip. Yeah.
I think them two can adapt from it. Like Wretch is so talented. Yeah. But obviously, I think he's got his niche.
Yeah.
Like he's definitely wordplay, and you have to catch him. I think Gets ain't even commercially.
No. I think that's the only thing about Gets' career that I think is a bit. I don't know if I'm right to say this, but it feels like I think he should be huger than he is. Way huger than he is. Definitely. But it just doesn't seem like he's. But you know what I mean? He's comfortable where he is.
The thing is, his image, his name Gets.
Yeah.
Ghetto.
Yeah.
Like you do your history on him, you're gonna see him. Screw face, spitting bars, clashing man,
even bashy,
talking about I got the knife on me. If any, like,
facts.
That's not commercial. Chip
facts.
is complete opposite.
And you know what? He's kept his integrity in terms of the Gets you got from the beginning. Yes, he's grown, he's matured and all of that, but he's still like him. Every album, I reckon, he's been him.
I think where he is in his life. Yeah, I think where he is in his life is reflected on his albums.
Yeah.
So his first,
and he's good like that.
Like the first album, 2000 and Life.
Yeah.
Like that was just a madness. That was road. That was tour. That was, and then obviously over the years, it's changed a bit. And I think now we've got to like the mature. I think there is a little bit of cred on that. But his cadence. Like
his flow is immaculate. The pockets he gets into, immaculate.
No, 100%.
Lyrics. Yeah.
I think he is now. I think for me, I think he's number one artist that we have. I know he's not very big commercially, and you're probably not gonna hear his music on Radio 1. I don't know if they do. There's probably been a few songs that you.
No, actually, what's the song he's got? Family. What's the tune he's got? Family setting. Family.
Okay, yeah, on the new album.
Yeah. What's it called? I know the one you're talking that's like a, and he's got, because of his maturity, he's got a couple songs that are just that's just sick.
No, I think like he's got commercially like they're not dance.
They're him.
You know, like Wiley did the Rolex sweep, Summertime, and like that commercial side. Gets hasn't got that, but I think he's got radio worthy playing songs. Same like Skepta. Skepta did the same thing. Like he's got like the party songs. I don't know if Gets could do a party song.
I reckon he could. It's just he doesn't want to.
I don't know. I think he's so committed.
Nah, I reckon he can, fam. I reckon he can. I reckon he's so good that if he wanted to, he could be the biggest. Well, in his category, he could be the biggest commercial guy.
You reckon?
If he wanted to,
he's got a commercial in him, though.
No, I do, fam. I reckon he's skillful enough, and just the way he bubbles on a beat, like he can do a proper commerce track.
You reckon?
He just doesn't want to.
What, like a Tinchy Strider?
Yeah, facts.
You reckon? No.
Facts.
No, he did
Facts.
try with
Yeah, the band in it. What's it in red? What's that called? The Rebel album.
Yes. Rebel with a Cause.
Yeah. There was a few on there that was a bit commercial.
Okay. Yeah. And I guess over the times he's done a few more bubbly tracks.
Yeah. I just don't think he wants to. I just think he's so comfortable in his lane that he just wants to do that.
I hope he stays in this lane. Personally, I hope he stays in this lane and he's not drawn by the commercial side of things.
if he's been here too long for him to be drawn out. Yeah. If he'd have been drawn out, he'd have been drawn out
making enough money
before.
as well.
Yeah, to live comfortably.
Because he deserves it, man. He's done his thing from the Risky Road days till now.
And we need a movement album, fam. That's never gonna happen.
Never gonna happen. Wretch and Scorcher got beef.
You can't put the beef on, no?
And I met Gex as well. Coolest brother.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like nothing like, obviously how he is and how he's seen in the beef is different. So when I met him, Wretch and Kano.
Yeah.
At an event with one brother I know. Kano's stush.
Oh yeah.
Like Kano's like how you expect Kano to be.
Yeah, it's exactly who he is.
Kano. Wretch is proper safe.
Yeah.
Like Wretch is like, yo, you want a drink? Yo, you need anything? Which you would expect Wretch to be. Gets is probably in between.
Oh no, random. Kano, I'd expect him to be a quiet guy. That's the kind of vibe I get from him. Just a quiet boy, keep himself to himself.
Nah. You
don't get that?
Nah, he was a diva.
Oh, diva vibe.
Yeah.
Snap, I don't get that from him today,
like,
you know.
Nah, yeah, like he was like, so they had like the VIP room.
Yeah.
And then they had like their room.
Yeah.
Kano just stayed in that room, wouldn't come out, didn't say yo to nobody.
No, but there's probably reasons in
like,
it. That's probably reasons in it.
Whoever, like the woman, like I don't think it was his manager.
Yeah,
but it
to
was
go get him a
like
drink.
whoever, to come
Personal
out
assistant,
and like speak to people for him. Like obviously, if he wanted to bring
big
people
man,
back
he
into
might
that room.
listen. He might have gone through a situation at the time, innit?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just saying it.
No, because this is what I know. Because
yeah,
they were speaking and they say, you know what Kane's like.
Oh, is it?
So from they said that, I said, that's
right, though.
Yeah, but then Getz was like in between.
Yeah.
Like you could tell that he was a bit, like he was still a bit against the wall.
Yeah.
Pre and he was in the room.
Yeah.
Like,
Facts.
But was like calm and everyone. So it was like a family. Like, I went in with one of their family members. So it was cool like that. Like, it was a proper. But he was still a bit on edge. But anyway, that's just a random conversation.
We've got these random ones, haven't we? We've got a few randoms.
Not to say that I know people and that.
In the mix, fam.
Yeah, don't say that I might here.
Yeah, okay.
When are we going to talk about gigs?
Oh, fam.
We'll leave that one there.
No, we got to do a big one for that one. Yeah.
We'll leave that one there.
Yeah, we got to do a big one.
Special, yeah? I think we're due a music special.
Yeah, facts.
We need to invite everyone in.
Yeah.
And just do a music special. Because I still want to talk about when's it time to tell your brethren to quit music.
You can't, first of all, you can't say that after you just said about gigs. You can't say that after you just said about gigs.
No, I'm just saying that was a topic.
Oh, they're not related, those two?
No, that was a topic that we was going to discuss on the last group session.
Yeah.
But we didn't. But it's a topic that we need to discuss. Because man, I here 34 doing music.
First of all, yeah, when we have that conversation,
me included,
big man, say it with your chest, innit? Everybody say, I need artist names, I need that. I need that, fam.
I didn't say nothing.
Or we can have that conversation.
You know why? Because I'm everyone's friend. The last time that happened, first time that happened, man got kicked out of a crew.
Oh,
the second time that happened, my name got sent for constantly.
First of all, we need to have that conversation for you get kicked out of the crew. That is a funny thing.
You know
I remember.
No, sir,
that was an emotional one.
I'm doing a documentary still. I'm gonna do my life, my music life.
Your music life.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a documentary.
Yeah. That's sick.
It's coming still. It's in the works.
I need to be on there. I need to be sat on the couch. I need to quote, man.
I'm gonna try and get some. I'm gonna try and get people to come and talk about things. I wanna try and get Merds in.
Yeah.
Or what's his name now? It's not Merds no more, is it?
That's still Merds, isn't it?
Nah. Yeah, but I wanna try and get him in.
There's a few clashes that you had,
yeah. Like just a reflection on a few things. But,
Were you in a 2 Deadly clash against them?
Massacre.
Man? Yeah.
Was number one big man. I got the trophy on my
sure
yard.
that was filmed. Wasn't that filmed?
Yeah, I haven't never seen the footage though. We go through this all the time about who's got the footage and where we can get it from.
Yeah.
But I want to see that.
That would be an interesting little doc still.
But yeah, if I can get some of that footage, I would love to get some of that footage. Some footage from like Do you know what made me do it? Someone messaged me the other day and said, "Yo, I just saw your little peanut head on video." From like, what's it called? The mics. What did GR Street Legend?
Oh yeah.
Like messaged me and said, "No way." I said, "Bro, I've been in this thing for a year." Yeah. I thought, you know what? People need to know.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
So I'm gonna try, and I find my videos of when I won the competition as well, when I was like 15.
Oh, sick.
So obviously that's not even where it started, but I guess that's what changed me as an artist.
Yeah, you need to get the guys from Checkers there, fam.
Yeah,
get those engineers in there.
No, I'll reach out. I'm gonna try and do it properly within budget. Within budget.
That would be sick.
It's not gonna be following me around and think what they call the mics that they hold up, not pop mics. You know the mics that you hold when you're walking.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Same.
Yeah, like boom mics.
Yeah,
There's not gonna be boom mics and that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna sit down, man, and try and break some
do
stuff.
Do the thing, fam.
Just because I want to. Not that anyone cares or wants to know.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably gonna get 50 views at that, if max. But
no,
I'm able to. So, and take it all the way up till probably my last project, which come out now a year.
Year ago. Oh snap! Yeah,
but obviously lockdown came, and I had to just.
You got another project coming?
No. There's nothing in the works. Nothing at all.
Okay.
You know, that's why this is probably my bowing out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look at and then I'm you know, like Jay-Z did his documentary, the Black Album one. That was meant to be it.
The brother came back a couple albums after that as well.
Yeah. I was like, I might come back. You never know.
That's sick anyway. Yeah.
We need to lock this one up. People look out for that. Also look out for the Two Black Minds.
Shout out to the podcast.
What's been your last couple of subjects?
Last topic was the impact of BLM.
Okay.
It's been a year since BLM, kind of the movement started. I think that was the last one. I can't remember the ones before that, to be honest.
But yeah, check the mic.
Appreciate that, man.
Go on again.
Blessings.